Hello. I'm back. I found another device that I can try and piece together, but it doesn't necessarily have um it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. Yeah, no, it I ended it. I ended it. I was getting spammed by a bunch of assholes, so I thought I should end this. So I did. So no, you're right. You're in the right place. It's not you, it's me. Yeah, there was just too many weirdos on the vertical. It was my phone because my computer is like updating. I don't know what it is. It's been doing it for an hour and 15 minutes, but it just has that like spinny startup thing. Good morning. Hi, GP. Hi, Oomph. Hi, Badger. Hi, Neil. Yep. 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 So I just thought I don't want to deal with trolls with that this morning. So that was enough. Oh, yeah, they're just, I mean, it's just people on the internet. It's not, I don't take it seriously. It's just distracting. And I certainly don't want the chat to have to put up with silly, stupid comments. So I thought, well, this is dumb. I'm not going to do this. And I think on this device, I at least can maybe share something, but this is a very tough setup. So I don't have my usual nimbleness. But then I got the clip where that creepy Glenn Shepherd accosted you. Yeah, he is a bastard. Um, I don't think I've had, I was in an abusive relationship for a few years, so I know what physical intimidation and abuse feels like. And the thing that caught me off guard with him and why I had to pull away because he wouldn't let go. But when I was filming him, he grabbed my wrist and grabbed it hard and like harder than one should if I'm not falling off a cliff. And so it shocked me, like, let go of me. And he just got like he put his like he just walked into me all the time with that creepy fucking smile on his face. I'm like, who the fuck are you? And then, so I watched the clip to see where it ended last night, and actually, it got kind of worse after it ended. Um, yeah, it would be a shame. I'm gonna find out who the man was because when I, when, okay, there's a lot. When I was at the end of the last clip, that one guy was like, call security, call security. So the dealer was going to come up there. Actually, he waited for me to get down the stairs and then he kind of corralled me out the door with a smile on his face as if he was creepy too and that he was probably going to call the police. And I'm like, I can't believe that you wouldn't help me. Like, I can't believe that. You're a business. You're not, I don't know what you are. That was weird. That was weird. Um, I was disruptive a little bit, but I wasn't that disruptive because frankly, it was a very casual event. And yeah, picture from Johnny Mnemonic. Um, but yeah, that assemblywoman, Jessica Martinez or Jennifer Martinez, I can't remember. I think it's Jennifer. I'm gonna be speaking with her too. No, they didn't. They didn't. The women were as evil as the men there. They lied, which is why I said, great, roll tape, bitch. Show where he grabbed. If you have cameras, go see, because he did. No, I didn't. Um, yeah. So So my phone died, which was my fault. Although it was really interesting because I've done longer streams and it hasn't dropped battery quite so fast. So I noticed that it dropped battery really fast. Um, oh no, no injury. It was more shocking, and the fact that he wouldn't let go. That really freaked me out. So I kind of went into self defense mode at that point and was like, okay, this is not going to happen. You're not, no, so, and, so yeah, it was just shocking. It's just kind of shocking to me in terms of like, I was surrounded. And after that guy, after my video ended, I was surrounded more and then corralled towards the stairs. And I literally had to yell at a guy, step the fuck back all the way down the stairs. And someone had to pull that guy back. So these are not nice people. And I was mad because I had a lot of great questions. And I had driven an hour and a half to get there in fucking commute traffic. And so my phone died. And so I had only brought like one card with me, right? Like my bank card. Did I record what? I'm sorry, I forgot what I said. Good morning, gal. No, so my phone ran out of battery, so I knew I was going to end, it was going to end, and so I thought, okay, I'll just leave the event. Walmart's right next door. I'll run over there. I'll get a battery pack. It'll be fine. Walmart tried to be really nice. Stairs, my phone died. My phone died right when you saw it die, and there was no coming back. So I had gone to Walmart to try and get a battery pack. And here's the thing. I don't have good eyesight, which is fine, but I need reading glasses if I'm going to read small print. So I'm explaining to the lady what I need at Walmart. She gave me the wrong thing, which was fine. So I bought it. I went out to my car, got my card, came back, bought it, and then went to my car and discovered it was the wrong thing. So my stream dies. I go back into Walmart and I say, hey, no problem. I'll keep this. I don't need to return, because you can't really return it, right? Like electronics, I don't know. But anyway, so, and I didn't have time. Like I wanted to get back. It had already taken too much fucking time to get this one wrong battery pack. And then I must have had the wrong card because the money I'd spent on the first battery pack must have taken all the money I had in that account. And they didn't take Apple Pay, so I couldn't use another account, which is, again, my problem. Everything's my problem. Don't worry. I'm not blaming anybody. Anyway, so I thought, well, fuck it. I'll just try with whatever I've got and see if I can get a little bit of juice. So there must have been a little juice in the box that she gave me, even though it's the wrong thing. So I plugged it in and at least came back to life for like a few minutes that's when I went back into the dealership and up to the event and they did that. I'll tell you who else. You know who else is a bitch? And I'm going to really start to make their organization shine like a diamond. God's Guns and Government. That fucking cunt. Mindy or whatever, Ninny or Bitchy or whatever the fuck her name was. She's an evil little bitch. She's an evil bitch. And that's not the last she's seen of me. That's for fuck's sake sure. She's the one funding all this shit with Doug Frank coming around the state. Fuck, man. That pissed me off. Fucking women. Women who don't stand up for women, go fuck yourselves. I was nothing but nice to all of those bitches. Nothing but fucking nice. Oh, I'm sorry if my truth is inconvenient for you. But that's not acceptable. Exactly. Letting some fucking pervert, Chester the molester, grab a woman? That, I mean, grab anyone. I'm not even saying a woman. Sorry, I didn't mean to gender it. Grab someone by the wrist and hold on? So then, thank fucking God. Oh my God. I have the world's worst GPS system in my car because it's an old car. But for some reason I was able to get it to get to the home because I was in an area that is not a straight shot to Los Angeles. So I didn't intuitively know like, oh, this and that and this and that, which So anyway, it was an upsetting drive home. I took about an hour actually. I don't know. I know Bobo was tracking the pings. I felt really bad for Bobo. I felt bad for everyone who was worried about me. And I thought, should I pull over to a gas station and just say, can I please use your phone? But I almost just wanted to get home. And I knew I had a long drive and it was dark. And I was just like, I just need to get home. So that's what I did. But I feel bad. Bobo and I had a plan before, but I didn't anticipate the battery pack dying. I really didn't. It was unusual slurp of battery. I've brought battery packs with me plenty of times and have literally never needed them. Mm. And this time, of course, I did, which is fine. But I am delighted that I got to talk to whatever his name was, that guy in the beginning, Paul Batista. I don't know who he is. He's someone because he led the Pledge of Allegiance. So he must be someone in the whatever GOP. He was nice. But he seemed genuinely surprised that True the Vote has been found to be lying about 2,000 mules, but I thought he was just yanking my chain and being, kind. They are thugs. No, these are thugs. I was looked at with absolute hatred last night. Thank you. Thank you, gal. Thank you. Because when I got home and everybody, I got messages from you and everyone, that meant so much to me because it was a fucking scary fucking situation. I was wishing they would call the police, frankly. I was wishing that. Anyway, I didn't expect it to get that physical, frankly. But yeah, that's, you thought I was after you before, Doug Frank? Guess what? You just added a bunch of people to your dossier. No. Here's the thing, let me talk about Doug Frank for a minute. Yeah, well, so was Bobo. She was scared too, which I hate. I hate that. And I won't put her in that position again. Sorry. Oh my god. Anyways. But it was a good event. Yeah, Bobo's a fucking champion. She called the dealership after after my stream died. She said, "Fuck it. I'm calling the dealership. I don't care if they know who I am." So I was like, "Oh." And apparently when she called, a woman answered, who I think is probably just the receptionist, who I passed by on my way out. Yeah, and the woman said, wouldn't have grabbed any man's. Oh, he wouldn't have, Neil. I can guarantee you that. And he was a big guy. He was a tall guy. I mean, I'm 5'5". Yeah, Bobo was good. She was so great. grateful to you, all of the gal squad, to everyone, Lee, everybody. You guys helped her so much, and I'm so sorry you had to do that. That was terrible. Terrible that you had to do that. So we won't put anybody in that position again. I know. Jim said he was going to stop his live and get in the car. It would have taken him a very long time to get there. It was very, very far away. Anyway. No, they haven't heard the California GOP has definitely not heard the last of me. Now I know. Now I know to expect the unexpected. Go to the business Facebook of evil people and leave negative comments using an all. That's a good idea. Oh, I'm going to find out. I don't really know which dealership it was. It was Puente something or other. I don't know. There's a bunch of dealerships around there. But I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out who the motherfucker was, too, that kind of basically like oh my god, the creepy smiles on these men were just fucking, it just sent a shiver through my spine. I was like, these guys want to hurt me. I mean, I wish I had gotten the last part of the interaction on film, frankly, because that to me was the more frightening part, where they would not stop surrounding me. Buttface came up again and tried to chest bump me, and I pushed him back. You know, what's his name? Glenn. Glenn's in for some karma. And so is Jessica or Jennifer Martinez. The trolls are already at me, but no, yeah, well, don't. You know what? Here's the thing. Oh my God, that's. Oh. You know, the people that hate me or whatever, or don't, whatever. I don't even. They don't even know me, so I don't think they can hate me. But whatever. All the people who talk shit about me or my friends, they are the wrong ones, and I just need everybody to fucking acknowledge that. You know, there is not two sides to anything on this. They are just pure fucking evil. And I'm disgusted. And I'm disgusted. I'm just disgusted. You know, I don't, they're not even that smart. They're fucking insecure bullies. Yeah, well. Oh, yeah, sorry. No, no. No, 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 no. No. That was just, you know, the usual. You're right. Anyway, here's what my questions were for him if he had let me ask him questions. I'm going to tell you now. Okay. All right, wait. Let me see. Hi, Lee. That message was for the chat. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Let's just not bring him in. Let's not talk about anything. Okay, Art, let's just move on. Okay. Actually, I don't know if I can. Let me see if I can do this. Let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna see. I just want to make. I think I can pull up a hearing, so I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Although I think they're all gone, right? Are they all gone? Did all of them leave? Oh no, there's a committee meeting. Oh, that's the Pennsylvania House. Let me see. But yeah, I had some really good questions for him. Not that I would have gotten through all of them. In fact, I probably wouldn't have gone through any of them. I couldn't stop myself from also reacting to some of the things he said. You know, that's the other thing that Bobo mentioned, is that she said she was noticing how his language, Doug Frank that is, how his language was like how you appreciated the situation, approached the situation calmly and kindly. I was proud of you because I know how hard it can be to listen to their hate. Well, it was hard. I mean, obviously, it made me interrupt him. Like, no, Tina Peters would not have been exonerated if the evidence of the fraud in the 2020 election was found. And furthermore, yes, you did. They did look at that. Oh, yeah, no, I have no poker face. I have no poker face. Oh, that's not that. No, 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 no. Art, no, that's not. I'm no. I mean, it's really kind, but no, it's not. I'm a troll. I'm a troll, and I was trying to, I mean, I think that the success that I got was that I think I made Doug Frank nervous, which is why he was trying to dismiss me in terms of, um, oh my God, it's just so, he is so woeful. Oh my God. Telling California how you're bad, you're stupid, using machines, that's stupid. You lost to Judicial Watch and they removed 1.2 million voters from the rolls in California. But guess what? They filled them all in again. That's what he said. And I'm like, what? What? So, like, all right. So it was going to be I mean, it was not necessarily going to be a long evening. But what I wanted to talk to him about was where is it? Oh man, all my pages are mixed up. That's okay. I'm like, so your work has been reviewed, and some of the conclusions are that predictability, as you say it, does not imply irregularities, right? So one of his claims is that if you can predict something, you can identify irregularities, which we'll find out is not true. And then he's an assumption that Doug Frank makes is that he assumes that county level turnout for each age group across the state should be the same, but it's not. He compared, so what Doug Frank did for his predictions that there was a bank of votes that you could use to make Biden win, basically, is what his particular claim is that there are so many, he's very mad about mail-in ballots, and claims that everybody is harvesting ballots and, illegally registering voters and all this weird stuff. And that's where I asked him for a citation. I'm like, can you give me a citation that happened? No, he can't. A supermom told him. Really? That's not a citation. That's a booty call. All right. So then, it said, let's see. Oh yeah. So what he did, this is the essence of Doug Frank's failure, is that in all of his, like data, he looks at by age group, the number of people, the count, the turnout count versus the turnout rate for that age group. So he thinks that the state is corrupting voter rolls because it is statistically impossible for the turnout count to be the same across the state. But I'm not explaining it very well. But bottom line is, a guy from Stanford, what was his name? I can't remember his name now. A guy from Stanford totally debunked all of his this professor about statistics. Yeah, it totally works. No, this is just propaganda. And that's the thing. All of my questions were like detailed data. And I, oh, this was a bad one. turnout rate, which would have, yeah, it would have debunked his count. And then I was gonna follow up with, let's see. Oh, I said, you were famous first for doing COVID work, right? COVID statistics back in 2020. And actually in March of 2020, his prediction, right, was that no, there wasn't. No. His prediction in 2020 was that there would be no more than 70,000 cases of COVID in the United States, and that there would be less than 1,500 deaths. And his message was, everybody's lying to you. This is nothing. COVID's nothing. And so what I was going to ask him was, did you use the same math for your election analysis as you did for your COVID analysis? Did you bother to update your COVID model as time went on and you were proved to be wrong? Also, where are all the videos on your Rumble channel? Where have they all gone? Because you used to have state by state, almost county by county reporting, and it's all gone. Let's see. Oh, so that's that. Oh, and then I was going to ask him, although he did refer to it, I was going to ask him about his the FBI taking his phone from him in the airport. And I actually had it written kind of nicely. Let me see. I scribble because I can't. So I do have arthritis. I know I might look like normally healthy, but I do have arthritis and I can't grip or I can't write well with my hands anymore. In the last few years, my writing has gotten really bad. So that's just the way it is. That's my disability. So did you update the models? Okay, so there's that. Are all your voter data, wait, God, I can't even. Oh, sorry. Post the outside. I don't even know. Oh, that's right. I'm like, I was going to ask him, can you tell me about the post outside the airport bathroom visit from the FBI where they took your phone and any follow-up on that? And he had actually answered that a little bit by saying that his phone was used in the Tina Peters data thing, the trial. And he's like, did you watch the trial? To everybody. I'm like, yes, I did. I was so excited. I mean, this is like for me like a celebrity, but not a good one. One that I don't like. Let's see. They did. How do you? Oh, here's the thing. I was going to ask him about Tina Peters' case. So I'm like, how do you feel about Tina Peters taking the fall for you, Corey the surfer dude, Rudy, or not Rudy? Who did I say there? Oh, Patrick Byrne, Mike Lindell, etc. How do you feel about the fact that she's probably going to go to prison for you guys? How do you feel about that? Let's see. Oh my God. Oh, in the Peters case, you were heard to say on tape that Lindell pays you to travel to do this work across the country. If so, how much were you paid in total? And are you still being paid by Mike Lindell or Patrick Byrne? Because he also has been hanging out with Patrick Byrne, as he said. Let's see. Oh, no, that's Urson. Oh, there was another guy there from Patriot Force, which is a group that is armed. And they go to, they canvass voters. They are at polling stations with their guns. They basically just are a group of pissed off people. Yeah, where did he get that shirt? That shirt was amazing. I meant to ask him for you, Oomph, but I didn't get my opportunity to ask him. I thought he was still wearing a jacket when he took off his shirt because it was a black shirt with these big white French cuffs. It was really weird. I did get a nice selfie with him. I thought that was good. Yeah, let's see. No, that's Urson Russell. Urson Russell is the head of Patriot Farce. um, and let's see. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, I was going to ask him, why were you I didn't understand why you didn't end up testifying for John Eastman in his disbarment trial. Can you tell me why that happened? And if so, what do you think of the fact that John Eastman, Rudy Giuliani, not Sidney Powell yet, I don't think, Jeffrey Clark for 2 years, that those lawyers have been basically disbarred based on their lies regarding the 2020 election, and other lawyers, Kenneth Chesebro, Boris Epstein, let's see, Mike Roman, etc. Well, at least Kenneth Chesebro and Mark Meadows have flipped. So if there isn't anything to the fact that the 2020 election was not stolen, why in the world would all these people be losing their jobs and their freedoms? That seems incongruent. So I was going to ask him about that. So the bottom line is, I don't think I would have gotten through many questions. I'm really glad that I got to talk to, I think his name was Alex Bautista. He was very nice. I mean, he's very cordial. I don't know who he was. He did the Pledge of Allegiance. But he was asking, he's like, did you see 2,000 Mules? And I went, no, but can I tell you about it? So I did. I thought that was a good interaction. I thought he was just joking with me. I thought he thought, shut up, lady. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I figured you didn't really want to know about the shirt, but I thought it would have been a great question. So I appreciated it. So yeah. I don't know. I mean, I always wish, what's the matter, Badger? What's the matter? I left you a message that you reminded, oh yeah. Nothing Doug Frank had anything to do with elections. Yeah, I don't even know if he'd gotten, well, he was getting into the election stuff, but basically he was talking about mail-in ballots are bad because people steal them, but he doesn't have any proof of that. He doesn't have any citations or anything like that. With True the Vote. No. I don't know. I think that I've seen that guy before around Los Angeles, so I'm not sure what his deal is with the GOP, but he was nice. I mean, I appreciated that. I wondered where he was when I was getting like pushing around out in the lobby, but okay. I guess, yeah. So, yeah, it's funny. They're nice until they don't want to be nice, I guess. I mean, I suppose everyone would be that way. Although I think this was pretty rude. I think it was pretty rude. I know that I was the most exciting thing in that room, and I would have had me back in there. And I probably would have behaved for the most part. I thought you would imagine all cognitive. Oh, the thing about it is, though, I feel like I thought he was just yanking my chain. I think he was like, okay, lady. All right. Yep. Okay. So I was like, whatever. They've all been brainwashed. Yeah, well, I think mostly, yeah. Okay, so here's the other thing that really struck me last night, and it was hard for me to not react to it, was they the things that the people in that room reacted to positively were shocking to me. Really, truly shocking. They really don't like gay people. That's clear. And I don't know. Here's what last night really did for me. It actually made me more determined to expose Doug Frank, because I now see up close the emotional trauma, like the beat down that he gives people. The memes. The beat down that he gives people when he talks to them. He is a very uh, ridiculous tool in the radicalization. Oh, yeah, total. Oh, my God. Yeah, he's a terrible Christian nationalist. And the thing about it is, the thing for him, I think, is he's finally famous. You know what I mean? So I don't even think Doug Frank needs to believe half of the shit that comes out of his mouth because he's getting the adoration of people, and he's a simple-minded enough person that that adoration is all that he needs. He feels like a fucking celebrity, you guys. And he's a nobody. He's a nobody. I am going to write an article about him. I have a bunch of stuff pulled together, and I'm going to write an article because I would say it was about 50 people. 50 people. Mostly older, really diverse group. Mostly older, couple of young people, but not young, 30s. It was a campaign event for this woman. I wish I could ask her if she spent taxpayer dollars to get Doug Frank there. I didn't get to ask her that. Jessica. Wait, what is her name? I always forget. Whoops. Hold on. Oh, I don't know. I think I threw the card away. Jessica. I think it was Jessica Martinez, Assemblywoman. So anyway, yeah, I had a lot of questions. Campaign funds. It's money laundering through campaigns to Christian. Well, yeah. Yeah. Well, at least I made him a little uncomfortable. So I think successes of the night were I did get to ask him, or at least confront him, I guess. I don't know if that's really the word, about a couple of things. I got to talk to the guy about the True the Vote, which is good. And I probably lived rent free in their heads for the rest of the night. So I'll take that. I don't think their event was as great as it could have been without the screaming lady. So they pay people like Keschel, Flynn, etc. through campaign funds for consultants. We need campaign finance reform immediately, gal. Immediately. I agree. Let me make sure there's nothing really missing that we need to. We must be part of. I hope everyone's doing well through Helene. It looks like it had some really devastating impacts on some areas where people were stuck. And I just can't imagine how scary that must have been. So I'm really sorry that is happening for folks. I'll have to check and see where the storm is now. Actually, let me look at that. Oh, nope. Okay, I won't. Oh, well, it's a beautiful sunny day, at least in one part of Florida, but probably not the area. Okay. Let's see here. I don't see any. Oh, I guess really they aren't doing anything. So wait a minute. Can I ask a dumb question? So is Zelensky really meeting with Trump in New York? Is that happening? Am I crazy? Am I the drama? Yeah, I can't. I'm like really surprised about that. I guess not. That's Pennsylvania. I have all these houses, so they look, like state houses. So they look like other information. Mm-hmm. I should ask Doug Frank if he'll come on my show as a follow-up. I should really just make sure that door is slammed right in my face. Just go back for one more, Lolo. One more. It felt good to actually say to someone, that was probably more for me than, obviously, it was more for me than anybody else. Nothing earth-shattering was going to happen at my showing up to some goddamn stupid event, a nothing event in the middle of nowhere. Um, but I think that storms of Helene will be hitting your area tomorrow easily. Oh man. Ugh. Oh, Maggie Smith. Oh, no. Thanks for bringing that in, Max. I'm so sorry. Oh, my God. She was so wonderful. Yes, let's check that candidate's campaign finance. Yes, yes, yes. You mess with Lolo, you mess with Gal Squad, and you don't want to mess with Gal Squad because that research skill, ner. Yeah, Seth Keschel. It's all right. Maybe we made him uncomfortable for an evening. He was actually, I know Doug Frank, I made Doug Frank nervous after the first outburst because because he started breathing funny. he he started breathing like funny when he was, like like you're trying to you're speaking but you're trying to catch your breath too. So I could tell it kind of made him uncomfortable. Well, you know what? And that's just good practice for public speaking. That's what I feel like. I was just helping him. I was coaching. I was helping. I was being a helper. I also want to find out who this other young man was. His name was Michael Lynn, Lin, because he was the one who was about to push me down the stairs until he was held back by another guy. So, Michael Lynn, you and I are also not done, my friend. Oh no, listen, GP. Doug Frank is a fucking charlatan. He is the worst kind of flim flam man. Ooh, you're still playing catch up. Yesterday was a fire hose. Oh my God, yes. Yesterday was a terrible fire hose. Terrible. Yeah, I don't know. I've got to regroup. It's time to regroup. No, that was another guy. I didn't catch his name. He actually is the one who came and held Michael Lynn back, pulled Michael Lynn back. Still waiting for gallons and gallons of yesterday's development. Which one? Which development? I don't even know. Yeah. I am going to ask Doug Frank if he'll come on a show, though. I mean, he plays small places. He could play this small place. He's hanging out with Patrick Byrne these days, too, Gal. That's interesting. I don't know. He looked pretty clean, too. So I'm like, oh, okay. You're staying in a nice hotel. You're definitely staying in a nice hotel. How are you affording to do that? Also, he works for the, or supposedly, let's see, I think it's the Schilling School for Gifted Youth or something in Ohio. I called them before. I called them 3 years ago. Come on now. and they didn't I left a message actually with the head of school and they never called me back. So I don't know. Maybe he was lying. Maybe he doesn't really work there. Oops. And the thing about it is I don't care. If you're going to get fired, that's not my problem. My problem is I'm not having you fucking sitting in a school lying to kids or anyone. Oh, here we go. The Schilling School for Gifted Children in Cincinnati, Ohio. I want to see if he's still on staff. I don't think he's on staff anymore, but he could be. But guess what? Guess what, Schilling School for Gifted Children? Let's see how gifted you are. Let's see. Where's their staff? Teacher Spotlight. Oh, here we go. Faculty and staff directory. Oh, they do thespian things. Let's see, what's his name? F. He doesn't work there anymore. He doesn't work there anymore. Well, but he still claims that he has an affiliation. So, you know what? Maybe they want to know that. I don't know. I don't know what money is. Looked up the size of Florida in 1990 and now. Loss of 300 feet of shoreline easily? That's amazing. That's amazing. Oof. Yeah, let's find out where the storm is now. Sorry, I was out of the loop for much of last night. Let's see. Latest storm downgraded to tropical storm as it moves inland. Hold on. Let's do this. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I think this will work. No, they're not. Okay. Hold on. Hold on just a second. I want you to stop, please. Stop. Stop. Oh, and well, actually, we watched that together yesterday, didn't we? We watched it. Yeah, we did. Do. All right, let me see if I can. Oh, I know why. That's probably why. Maybe? I don't know. No, I don't want that display. Oh, I see. Sorry. This is a different. Where's my Chrome? Oh, here we go. There we go. That's what's going on. All right, I'm coming back.
It is unsafe to wade in.
Stupid thing.
Too many risks, electrical, animals, wastewater. It's just not worth the risk. Our public works crews are out clearing roads and conducting bridge inspections. At this time, we have reports of approximately 140 downed traffic signals.
I feel like it's not working.
Access to barrier islands remains closed until further notice. Please stay off the roads and allow our first responders and public works crews to operate safely. If an area is barricaded, there is a reason why it is barricaded. Never drive through standing water. Just 6 inches of fast-flowing water can sweep you off your feet, and 1 foot of fast-flowing water can carry away a car. If you come upon an intersection with a non-functioning traffic signal and no law enforcement directing traffic, treat it as a 4-way stop. And again, that is if you absolutely must leave your home. In other updates, the St. Pete Clearwater International Airport will be reopening this morning. We encourage travelers to please check their airlines for information on flight schedules. All county parks remain closed. Park rangers continue conducting assessments and clearing debris. As far as Pinellas County utilities, we have reports of 132 pump stations that are not operational at this time due to flooding or power outages. This includes both service areas in North County and South County. Damage assessments will be completed once the waters recede and power is restored. The drinking water system is operational. However, we are experiencing low pressures in the South County beach area. Now, I want to state something here for our residents who are listening in. We really ask you to do everything you can to conserve water at this time. That will relieve pressure on the systems, and that is by simply taking actions like maybe not taking a shower immediately, maybe not flushing every time. Conserving water is going to be very key to helping us restore our systems as quickly as possible. At this time, we have reports from Duke Energy that they are responding to power outages that are encompassing approximately 40% of the customer base in Pinellas County. Their crews are also working very diligently to get to everybody and to restore the service. And so we continue to ask for your patience and understanding as our hardworking people are out there in the streets, in the roads, doing the work that they need to do to bring us back to safety. As you can see, the work is ongoing. It's very extensive, and we need the cooperation from everybody. Please stay home. Please keep away from flooded waters. And please start working on documenting any damages that you may have experienced to your property. You can find more information at disaster.pinellas.gov. I will now turn it over to Kathy Perkins, Emergency Management Director for Pinellas County Government.
Good morning. Last night, Hurricane Helene brought life-changing impacts to Pinellas County. And in some areas of our county, storm surge reached over 8 feet, something that we've never seen in this county ever. We also saw strong winds, rains, and flooding, and devastating consequences for our residents. We still remain under a storm surge warning. We still have some areas in the county that some crews are having difficulty getting to. Disaster assessment teams are out there collecting data and information.
Unfortunately, I know the buffering might be from the the device that I'm using is very old, and I don't think it has the power to do the multi-stream. So, what a great thing. Now my computer, I hope my main computer comes back up. This one is not really good. Oh well. It's just not in the cards, kid. Just not in the cards. Anyway, I'll just talk. I just read in LA Times. Yeah, he's really proud. See, this is the thing. I think that this is all about, like, he loves I think he loves the attention. He likes being, like, finally popular. You know what I mean? Like, I think these were the guys that weren't that popular. And I think that they really, when they get attention, even for being shitty people, it's like fantastic. They treat him like he's a little bit of a celebrity. Hi, Carla. How are you? Yay. Oh, hi, J Rance. No, no. No, it was I'm on a different device. I think it's too old. It just can't handle it. Doug Frank doesn't want us to know. Well, too late. We already know. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hey, everybody. Mhm. I guess Jack Smith filed his indictment yesterday under seal. Oh, is it kind of low? Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Hold on. Hold on. Let me try one more thing. I'll probably fix it. Okay. We'll see if that makes it any better. That might make it a little more dynamic. He loves the limelight. Yeah. And these are people that just haven't had the popularity or anything. You know what I mean? And he values that. And other people might not want to value that. Popularity, song by Sparks. All right. So I think that, the dream of becoming like a MAGA star is pretty powerful with some of these dudes. He seems to be totally, uh, you know, totally into himself. Um, yeah, I don't know. I really wanted to go in there and really shut my fucking mouth until it was the Q&A time, but it's just so hard. It is so hard. I actually learned something about myself. It is so hard last night to sit there, and when he says things like, Tina Pete, if they had let all the evidence in, Tina Peters would have been exonerated. I think it's a great idea, GP. I am gonna invoke the Carla. Oh no, Lisa, no problem. It's a bunch of system problems today, so you're all good. I have hearing problems too. I think I want to get those little hearing aids, the little ones you get on TV. But no, I don't probably won't. Yeah, yeah. It was frustrating, and I got a little frustrated last night when I was in Walmart and I had to go back out to get my card. And I just want you to know, I think that was a combo. I think I was very upset. This has been a hard couple of weeks for me personally. Has nothing to do with anybody else, and it's just fine. Everything is fine. But I've had a couple of hard weeks, uh, and it just all kind of came rushing at me last night when I was like, now I gotta trudge out there, and my fucking phone died. Is gonna die. And this was a night that I really wanted to have it go well, right? So I'm angry. I was angry. And so I'm sorry if I said anything to, but I did it really, like, yeah. It just there's been a lot of things that have happened that don't include anyone here that have just really, it's just been a hard couple weeks. What am I saying? That's all I can say. You know so much about the fuckery involved with, I imagine it really was hard. It really was hard. And I can't, at one point I asked him for a citation because he said something like college students are making their colleagues register to vote so they can get their mail-in ballot and vote it for them. And I said, give me the citation because I feel like I would have heard about that if it were really happening. And he heard it from a supermom. So I don't know if any of the fucking flesh bags that were sitting in there paid attention, but literally nothing, zero of what the man said last night that I heard was based in anything related to data. Anything. There wasn't a citation. It was just I heard this and this happened here. Really declaratory statements about what happened. But no, not because it didn't happen. And then he was going on and on, like very berating to the audience, frankly, about how terrible California is. And he kept reiterating over and over again, you have to control your elections. And I wanted to say, who? Who the fuck are you talking about? Like, he's like, the state controls your election. I'm like, yeah, it's in the Constitution. What? Are you fucking high? You're making a controversy out of something that is in. Oh, and then, oh my God, the thing that he had in the beginning about the way California legislators vote and the fact that they vote 94% out of line with the Constitution. What? Based on what? Are you fucking high? What the fuck are you basing that on? Nothing. It was so crazy to me. And these people just gulp it like they're fucking trout. And he's plankton. Or whatever. Like, I'm like, this is fucking, I can't sit here and do this anymore. Like, I cannot. And these are full ass grown motherfucking adults. I'm like, what? They're just so hell bent on instilling hate in our government, right? Anti-trans, anti-LGBTQ, And I don't give exactly. That's exactly what it is, Carla. They don't want everyone to vote. And they know. Doug Frank knows. Let me be very specific. Doug Frank knows, or at least has been told, that the only way a Republican can win an election these days is if the Republican figures out a way to fuck up the election process, delay the count, whatever. Unbelievable. And just the appreciation that the crowd had for the anti-LGBTQ trans, forget voting rights. Like I'm sorry. I just don't know how thinking humans. I just don't. I don't get it. Last night especially. It's not just like, I guess I could understand if you only heard some of the declaratory statements of the right and decide, oh, okay, well, all right, okay. I can't imagine it, but I suppose someone could. But for these people listening to what we listened to last night, oh, yeah, let's talk about the meme for a minute. I just about lost my shit on that moment. Yeah, and what did the cat and dog meme stuff at the beginning have to do with election? No, he was just trying to soften the crowd. He was trying. I could tell what he was doing. He was trying to beat them down, like your state is so corrupt. It's so this. It's so that. God, how do you guys even fucking wake up in the morning? So he beats people down. And then he says things like, culture wars, like he fucking had a slide. That was tough. He fucking had a slide, one of the Trump memes carrying a cat, an AI thing. Yes, you're right. Oomp's right. It's call and response. But the picture that they used was Trump in the middle, running through a field. And behind him, chasing Trump. Well, Trump's holding two cats, I guess, or something. I didn't notice the animals. He's holding animals and running. And on either side behind him, kind of in depicted as chasing him, are two young black men. And he brought it up because he said, I'm from Ohio, and do we know what's going on in Ohio, right? And went into the whole cat and dog thing. And everybody laughed. And I said to myself, and maybe out loud, but wait, I thought you folks considered this to be not only true, but very serious. But what you're showing me is that it's just a gimmick for you to make fun of people. So what is it? Are you truly worried and fretting for the people of Springfield? Or is this really just a joke and, you're in on it? But it's okay if some people who are Haitian immigrants get attacked and forced to remain in their homes for fear of being attacked when they go to the grocery store. The collective activity matters. Yeah, it does. Yeah. But yeah, no, it is a call and response. I mean, I just, I guess I just really, especially in California, I'm sorry. I grew up here. I mean, I grew up in Northern California, so I didn't grow up in Southern California. And Southern California has always been more Republican than Northern California. That's been the mix. Although I would argue, he said he too had moved. Yeah. Oh, that's right. He moved to Ohio. That's right, from California. I don't know. It was so manipulative. Yes, before the refugees. Oh no, but they're not refugees. I think he just calls them immigrants, illegals. They love to use, they love to objectify people. But that's what I heard. And I can't with this. You'd think of memes. You'd think memes of Trump with pussies would be a no go. Oh no, that's oh girl, that's totally on the menu. That's a feature, not a bug. Um. Yeah, it was wild. Sometimes I feel they aren't even human. God, Lisa, I don't want to feel that way, but I've got, there's some moments. I'm going to tell you, last night, there was utter hatred in the eyes of these people. Utter hatred. The belly of the beast. I made it out alive of the car dealership. No, it wasn't that bad. I mean, I was just shocked that people would be that physical, and he didn't let go. And that's what got me. Okay, he grabbed my wrist, and I can still feel it. He grabbed my wrist, and I had to pull away from him in order to get away from him. He's a very menacing. I mean, he's an idiot, but he was menacing, and he was constantly putting his chest into my face, and they were corralling me towards stairs, and I could have fallen. And they didn't care at all, which, again, don't even really, whatever. But I was shocked, and I was really shocked that the car dealer, I want to find out who the fuck that car dealer is. Hold on. I'm going to find out. I'm going to find out who the general manager is. They really fucked with the wrong person. I'm telling you right now. I get, this is not okay. And I'll fight, I'll figure out how I'm going to do it. And I'll figure it out, and I'll do it when I do it. Okay, fuck, man. What is going on? Why are you doing this? Why? Why? Don't. God. Just one thing can go right. Okay, please. Thank you. Fuck my life. I really am diggity dog done on some level. Okay, let me find out. Okay, so it was oops. Let me get the address. Oops, there it is. Let's see. What are you? What? Puente Hills Toyota. Let me see what you are. Oh, Puente Hills Nissan, I think, is the dealership. Puente Hills. Hold on, let me see. I want to find out who the guy was that was there last night. He scared me. He scared me. I thought, you're the dealer. You're like the dealer. Like, how are you allowing this to happen? I don't care if you hate me, which I don't know why you hate me. I've been nothing but nice. Let me see. So it must be Puente Hills something. I'll find out. I'll find out exactly who it is. I don't know. I mean, obviously you have the right to throw anybody out. Like I get it. It's not fun to listen. Listen, okay, there's been streamers and others who have called me all sorts of names because I bring up inconvenient facts. So I'm used to that. And that's basically what it was, is that I bring up inconvenient facts. I am nice. I'm sorry. I don't care what you say. I'm fucking nice, and those people should know that. But my God, like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you want to give a speech about erection integrity, I have I have thoughts, and his thoughts were not coherent. Time for some martial arts instruction. It's funny, I have like I think I got up to what, a purple belt? What is maybe yellow? I don't know. I got up to like a belt in like kind of, regular martial arts. I can't remember what it was called. Some form of karate. But I did that down in Florida when I lived there for a couple years. And but I have had a real degradation in my arthritis, especially in the last few years. So I can't. I have a real hard time. Like, I probably couldn't punch someone. I'd probably break my hand if I punch someone. Hey, so good news there. You're not gonna get punched. And I've broken both wrists in the last 2 years. So I mean, I'm not a spring chicken. But I didn't actually think it would get physical. Cerrito crime family, aka San Jose. Oh, what? Lisa, I'm kind of curious because I grew up there. Well, not there, but in the area, and so I'd wonder. I wouldn't be surprised. I guess they're just really angry. I get it. Nobody wants to have their speech interrupted, but it was so casual, right? Like, it was just like a casual event. And I didn't think it would be bad to like raise my hand. Like, you should be able to handle that if you're a speaker. Or to say to me, hold your questions until the end. Which he never said that to me. So there. I said it. I said, I'll wait for the Q&A. And then I couldn't. Because I was excited. I was telling the truth. I was very excited to be there. And it took me a long time to get there. And it was a big fucking hassle. And clearly the evening didn't end up as I wanted it. So yeah, I hope I pooped in their punch bowl. I really do. I don't care. I don't care because they're trying to poop in our punch bowl of democracy. So I'm going to ruin their night. By the way, by asking questions and asking for citations and stuff like that. For a man who is standing there telling us all kinds of bullshit about our elections and how fucked up they are. Donald Trump said in his press conference yesterday he was going to ship all the criminals out of the country. He is a felon. He's going to Venezuela. No. Yeah, I heard that. That was weird. Wow, what a weird press conference. I don't know. This is the thing, too. What was it? I still think, I was watching, I don't know what it was. But, they have like Kamala doing interviews and stuff like that. And I'm kind of like, why is the press treating this like her opposition isn't a complete train wreck? They said the creeds, it is supposed to make it impossible to defy the creeds. But you defied the creeds was upsetting, angry. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it was an out. They weren't really outbursts. But I get it. I do get it. I actually don't intend to go to these events to completely ruin them. I don't. I would much rather share information and get information. That's my mission. My mission is share information if I can, and definitely get information so that I understand why people are voting for this. Yes, I will. Don't you worry. I'll figure out yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and work on my ball grip strength. Just kidding. Anyway, dang it. I was just mad I didn't get more time. That's all right. I'll have to figure out how I'm going to expose. The assemblywoman is someone that needs to be exposed. That woman is a cunt. She is a major fucking cunt. Major cunt. Hi, Teresa. How are you? So, yeah, she's not going to She's not going to like that. Neither is the God, guns, and government lady. Ninny or Minnie or Mindy or Nancy or Poopy or whatever the fuck her name was. That bitch. That bitch. God's, guns, and government. That's her. She's G3. That's her organization. I shit you not. But that's not, you're right. That's not what they're for. Well, but are they? Because he was supposed to be educating people about election integrity. So is it just like a recital? Should I treat it like a recital maybe and not say anything? Is that what it is? We're not supposed to argue with the ballerina? I can see that. So this is performance art? Wait, did Zelensky actually meet with Trump? Does that seem like a good idea? Because I distinctly remember Biden's health going way down the minute he touched Donald Trump's hand. I wouldn't trust Donald Trump for not, I know, they're for repeating the lies and frenzy. I totally do understand that. Well, then don't let me come. No. Oh, well. Rules for me, but not for thee. That's all right. There's a photo of them together. Oh. Well, there you go. Okay, good job, Zelensky. Great. Great. Good job, everybody. Good job. Good job, everybody. Makes sense. Makes fucking sense. I don't know. I'm not sure this is all worth the effort. I'm not sure. Yeah. Oh, there's video. Well, there it is. Okay. Convinced me. Crazy. But it's Friday. Yay, Friday. Yay for Fridays. I love Fridays. I love Fridays. I love Fridays. On the way home too, I was so mad. My water bottle fell over and it fell like water fell on my phone and my phone bottom is like that. It's like all open. And I was like, okay, if this fucking phone dies, I'm going to be so mad. If this phone dies, I'm going to be mad. It feels like a nightmare, Lisa. Yes. Oh my God. This world is just, I don't know. I do not fit. I do not fit. I do not fit. Because Trump is a security risk. Meet this afternoon. I could be wrong. Oh, but there was a picture? But I'm confused. It's fine. I'll look it up. I'll look it up. I hope my computer comes back because that's really going to be upsetting if it doesn't. But that, it is what it is. Everything is, that's not cancer. It's just a computer. I know. I'm glad to see everyone here. Oren, thank you so much for all your care. Bobo was so touched by your message, your care and concern. So thank you. Thanks to everyone, actually. Thank you so much to everyone. Everyone was in Discord and we had Signal stuff going on and Twitter stuff going on, and I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry that I threw everyone into a tizzy. That was terrible. I think that's the worst part, is that Bobo, who of course is a champion when it comes to stressful situations. She is the patience and calmness of I don't know what. But because here's the other thing is when we had talked about last night, we had talked about yesterday, Bobo and I, and planned, because there was a Walmart right next to the dealership. So she said, we were talking about, okay, I'm going to park in the Walmart, go to the event. If I get kicked out, I'll just go into the Walmart, settle, and then go out to my car, right? Just in case anything was weird, just talk through possible whatever. And I had put this is so dumb, but I have a AirTag in my wallet, like an Apple AirTag. And so I put that in my pocket and I said, "Listen, I have my AirTag in my pocket, so just in case." And then we discovered that we have two different Find My accounts, because we have two different Apple accounts, which is fine because sometimes she can track like my phone, but of course my phone was dead. But then she discovered she couldn't track that Apple tag because it wasn't on hers. So anyway, we'll fix that. But that's one other way to have it be amazing. And I did, as I said in the beginning, I kind of debated, do I just pull over to a gas station and say, "Could I please use your phone to call my daughter," or whatever? But I was like, I just got to get home. I was kind of freaking out. In fact, I was freaking out. Because I didn't know how to get home. I have janky GPS in my car. And so I was like, fuck. And I didn't have enough money on my card to get another power bank. There was just a bunch of things that happened and it just all cascaded. And then the physical altercation happened. So by the time I got to my car, I was shaking. So, and it was hard to drive home, frankly. It was hard to drive home. So I kind of was just like, I just have to get home. If I get home, it'll be better. So anyway, probably next time I would stop and call because I certainly have no intention of keeping people so worried. That's never, ever going to be my intention, especially my daughter, because she worries. But I am so glad we talked about her going, and I said, I do not want you to go to this event because I don't know who's going to be there or what's going to happen. And I would just rather not worry. And I am glad I didn't take her because I know that if I had, she would have been watching the stream from the car and she would have run into the dealership when she saw the stream die. And I never would have, that is unacceptable to me that she would ever be physically in that situation. Yeah, they are deeply disturbed assholes. Well, they're about to hear more about Lolo, that's for sure. Guess what? California GOP, get ready, bitch. I'm coming. Strap in. Strap in and strap on. Because I am. And I mean strap-ons. But strap in because you pissed off a dinosaur in all of the respects that word means. Yeah. But yeah. So that I felt bad about. I don't want my baby to worry. My poor baby. Yeah. I don't want any of you guys to worry, frankly. That's not the intention. I don't want people to worry about me. That's dumb. They shouldn't have to worry about me. I honestly didn't expect them to get that intimidating and physical. And there was probably, I don't know how many people were out in the lobby at the end. But let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was probably 10 people in the lobby when surrounding me, kind of like pushing around. And yeah, it was weird. It was just weird. But hopefully I ruined their evening. Sorry, not sorry. If you're going to be that mean to me, I'm going to hope I ruined your evening. I didn't want that in the beginning, but now I do. In the beginning, I just wanted to meet someone who I know his work and I have questions. But then it ended up with, oh no. Now I want to ruin your evening. Now I want you to only be talking about that bitch that came to your event. Maybe I'll follow up with Batista, the guy that I talked to about True the Vote. I might do that. He seemed reasonable. He didn't come out when they were beating me up. I know. Well, of course, right? That's stupid. The stream dies. I'm far away from home, basically, in LA terms. So I understand. Makes sense. Yeah, I thought about that. I just wanted to get out of there, to be honest. And I was pretty sure they were going to call the police on me to have me removed, so or trespassed or whatever, which would have been fine because I don't think I'm going to actually go back to the city of industry for fuck all. Frankly, it's a total asshole of Los Angeles County. I might. I've got to think about it. Bobo and I are going to talk today about what a follow up might need to happen. Because I want I will expose Glenn Shepard for the pig that he is. Glenn Shepard of the California GOP, you need to strap in, my friend, because you just found a new enemy. And you are a mean person, and I'm going to make sure that it is not, you're going to know it's not okay to do that. Ever. I mean, I feel like it wasn't it? It looked like it looked like a lot of serial killers live there. No, I'm kidding. Actually, I'm sure there's some actually the people in the Walmart were lovely. They were really sweet. They were very nice. But you weren't that far from me. Aw, really? Oh, that's cool. No, I'm really glad. I mean, at least I got some of him on tape saying things, stupid things. I loved that when I confronted him about the Tina Peters case, he said, "Well, you're just not informed. You're just not informed." I said, "Is that it? Really? Is that it? Really, Grease? Really? I'm not informed? Really? Really?" I did get a good selfie with him though. We're gonna make some clips. I'm gonna make sure we make the most of that video. Oh my god, my cats. Used to be a Malibu racetrack thing. Oh, cool. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so whatevs. That happens. Shit happens. No, but it was upsetting. I'm not gonna lie. I felt a little violated. Actually, I felt a lot violated. And it kind of brought back the abuse in my prior relationship. So it probably was a little triggering from that standpoint. Again, nothing earth-shattering. I'm going to get over it. I was in shock more than anything. Obviously not hurt. No marks on or anything, but he was holding my arm. I mean, I can still feel, like when I see the camera move, it's when I put the camera up and it was pointed at him that he grabbed it. So you see the camera kind of move a little bit, and I can recall what happened then. Anyway, I know I'm kind of processing now at this point. But yeah, hey y'all, we put Doug Frank on the hot seat, bitches. Yeah, finally after 3 years. So I'm going to take whatever success I can take out of it. That selfie was perfect. I was kind of like, am I going to do that? Do I want to act like this guy is a normal carbon unit? Is that platforming an asshole? And I thought, fuck it, man, because I'm gonna make hay while the sun shines. I mean, now I'm doubly energized to ensure that Doug Frank sees the halls of justice. I really am, because I think I realized last night just how virulent and weaponized he is. I used to kind of think of him as a joke, right? Like, oh, super moms, tuning forks, algorithms. That ain't natural, man. All the shit he says. But in person, it is very different. And it feels very much like a cult. He makes it feel like a cult. And I didn't think he had that shtick down as well as he does, but he really does. So he is even higher on the list of people to troll and expose for me. So I'm renewed and re-energized to expose Doug Frank. So get ready, Dougie. Mama's coming for you. And I'm not. I actually am not the violent one, and I bear no ill will towards any of those people. But you will not put your hands on me, and you will not waste my time. And if you do, then I will expose you for the idiot that you are. Period. And I'm sorry if just because I'm smart about some things that makes you uncomfortable. But then this is America, where we have freedom of speech and freedom of exchange of ideas. Yeah. Well, and Assemblywoman. Oh, dear Assemblywoman. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Golly, golly, golly. I cannot wait until my friends start to look at your campaign finance, etc., etc., etc. I wouldn't want to be looked into by my friends. Nettie. Nettie. That's her name, right? G3. Yeah. God's, Guns, and Government. That was Nettie. I was like, Mindy, what is your fucking name? She's a bitch. Okay, let me tell you about Nettie. Okay, Nettie, you're a bitch. And you know what? Okay, this was the one. This was an interesting thing. Oh yeah, right. Okay. This was an interesting thing. She was there, and after my camera died, she looked at me and said, she was like filming me, like whatever. And I said, you can see some of this on my channel later on, Lolo's Lounge, bitch. So I did get that eye to eye with her, like, oh, it's on like Donkey Kong right now, bitch. And we block everyone who has a question. I know, I didn't hear, like, I thought really her name was like Ninny or something like that, the way Doug Frank was saying it. What? Thank you for being a friend. Yeah, I know. Hurt feelers all over the place. It's sad. Isn't it sad when people get their hurt feelers? Jealous? Are we jealous? You worried about your man? Yes, well then. I don't know. I guess sometimes I just can't forget about Lolo. That's a private joke. That's an inside joke for eyebrows. You know, J Rance. You know, gal. And Jim Stewart said, Jim said he was when he found out he was gonna end the podcast and get in his car. I'm like, you live so far away. No way. I mean, I think you do. I don't know, but it's far. It was far from me, and you live farther away from me, so it was far. Anyway, you get it. Yeah. That's right. I don't know. I don't know, but I've been told. Oh, where's my phone now? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, and then I want to talk about the other. Oh, you worried about your man? Well, you know what? I don't want him, but I might just dangle him just to fuck with you. Sorry, I'm just kidding. No, I wouldn't. I don't have time for that. Let me see. Let me see who Eyebrows is, because I'm just so curious. I'm not in the mood to block anybody. I don't really give a shit. Oh, Urson Russell commented. Oh my God. Oh, this little bitch. Oh. Got him. Urson, what's his name? Urson Testicles? What the fuck's your name? Whoops, what's his name? Urson Russell. Urson Russell. Okay, Urson, I'm going to talk about you. I hope you're subscribed, you stupid cunt. All right? This really upset some people. Uh-oh. Yo. Oh, here they come. All the hurt feelers. Oh, all the hurt feelers are coming in. Oh, you're so mad. Anyway, I've never come across. Wait, so Urson is the head of Patriot Force. Patriot Force is a bunch of thugs in California, and they promote themselves as, you know what? Bring it. I'm done. I'm done. Okay. I guess I'm doing the right thing, and literally. Okay, I'll get into that in a minute. But anyway, okay, so here we go. Oh, Russell, or Urson Wells. I've never come across someone so unhinged and filled with hate, yelling, screaming, and cursing at people, threatening lawsuits, flipping off workers at the facility that had nothing to do with the event. No, I flipped off the guy who was forcing me out the door and threatening to call the police. That's who I flipped off. So fuck you and your feelings, Urson, you pussy. You fucking pussy. I'll see you again, too, in this state, I bet. Let's see. I would avoid inviting this person to your birthday party because she's not mentally stable. Oh, Urson, you have no idea. No. Nothing but prayers. Yeah, do it. Pray. Pray hard, Urson. Waste all your time. Rent-free, bitch. Put me rent-free in your prayers. Enter conscience with common sense. Yes, common sense. I kind of wish I got a picture. Well, I do have a picture of him. Urson Russell, who needs a gun because he doesn't have a penis. Yeah, so Patriot Force shows up at polling locations with guns. They canvass, probably with guns. And basically are just thugs. That's what Patriot Force is. Bunch of fucking thugs who don't have penises. And so they buy weapons and they stand far away from women because they're scared of me. And he doesn't care if a woman gets manhandled. We can race for the pink slips after the fisticuffs. Yeah, I know. Anyway. Oh, but it is. No. Anyway, yeah, thanks for coming by. Thanks for coming by, whoever you are. It doesn't matter. It's not going to stop me. Sounds exciting. Oh, Carla, exciting. Oh my God, that's so exciting. Oh, so exciting. Thank you for your information and work. Sorry, I missed you earlier. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad it had an impact, and I'm glad it left a mark. It seems like it left a mark on a few people. Fantastic. Couldn't be happier. Work well done. All worth it. No. Yeah, you know, it's interesting. My target for that event, in terms of asking him questions, was Doug Frank. It always will be Doug Frank. I mean, that's all it was. I don't care about those other people except for the guy that put his hands on me and the bitches that wouldn't help me and the fucking professional supposed owner of the dealership who should have come over and helped and instead decided to join in. So and none of the employees, let's talk about the staff. None of those bitches came over to help me either. And I think that's wrong. Because they have cameras supposedly, so let them roll the fucking tape. Yeah, I mean the thing is I already win. I already win. Oh man. Man. Oh, man. That left I think I hit a nerve. Oh well. Only the best. Anyway, so yeah, I think I'm so glad that I actually got to at least confront him a little bit with some information and got to know new people. That was great. Yeah, that was great. So I guess I'm over the target. I think that's what I learned. And that's what I'm learning now from this chat is I'm over the target. Oops. And this is not a, like I'm here to end disinformation from people like Doug Frank. That's what I'm here for. And if you're on the other side of that, then I don't even understand who you are. Because that's just stupid. And if your jokes only include the fact that I get high and stuff, well, let's talk about you. So, anyway. Sorry. I just can't care about that shit anymore. People on the internet. Although it boosts the algo, so I do appreciate that, actually. That really helps. Yeah. All right. Well, I think I'm going to go. It's almost 2 hours. I think I'm going to go, and that's pretty much the report from last night. Thank you again to everyone. Oh my gosh, there was a lot of people who reached out, a lot of people who helped Bobo feel better, which was really important to me. The people who helped Bobo feel better during that was really were really important to me. So I really appreciate that. I felt like there were people who were helping my kid, and I was really grateful. So yeah, I know. That's the thing. There's nothing fancy about it. I'm interested in this data, right? Like I want to answer questions like you think the election's stolen? Well, tell me why you think that. Yeah, don't worry about anybody. Let them show their whole ass and then move on. They'll get bored. That happens. Bitter Betties. Little bitter Betties. Little bitter Betties. I was watching another YouTuber mock a MAGA sitcom that airs on Christian TV. It's so bad. I can imagine. Oh, there is a MAGA sitcom, isn't there? I think there is a MAGA sitcom. I think I heard that. This brain. And then act like gangbang. Yeah, well, I don't think there's a whole bunch of Christian stuff going on. Yeah, I will. I'm going to rest up and I will see you guys tomorrow night for the lounge where we can play some trivia. So thanks again. And really, so much thanks for, really all the care. And then definitely for your care for Bobo. That meant everything. And she was pretty shook up. So I'm glad that we were able to, you guys really helped her get through that. All right. All righty. Well, have a wonderful Friday. Have a lovely Friday. Goodbye, child of the devil. You have a good Friday, too. Why don't you? Okay. The Janet Porter thing. Oh, no, I didn't see that. But, okay.